Welcome back to the channel. Thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Twitter at Scotsman Crypto. On Twitter we'll be sharing any information, news, price updates or just anything we find relevant from around the world. So like, subscribe and follow us on Twitter. Today's video is all about XRP. What is XRP? What is going on with the lawsuit between the SEC and XRP? And what is our final year predictions for the XRP token? Okay, before we get started, just a quick message about Luno. So the Luno wallet allows you to buy, store and swap your cryptocurrencies, anything from Bitcoin, XRP to Ethereum. If you sign up right now with the code in the description, you get £10 free Bitcoin when you pass verification, and from there you can buy for as little as £5. So you can start your cryptocurrency journey with the Luno wallet. It's safe, it's secure, and minimum purchase is £5. Okay, so let's get started. What is XRP? So XRP is a digital asset built for payments. It's the native digital asset on the XRP ledger. It's open source, it's permissionless and it's decentralized, and it can settle transactions in 3 to 5 seconds for a fraction of the cost of any other transaction. It can be used for cross-border payments, it's instantaneous, and it doesn't allow for chargebacks, so it solves a lot of the problems of sending money across borders right now. XRP is capable of handling the same number of transactions as Visa 24/7, and that's about 1,500 transactions per second. XRP is currently the subject of a lawsuit in the USA. On December 22nd, 2020, the SEC filed a lawsuit against Ripple Labs. The claim is they traded $1.3 billion in XRP as a security without registering it with the SEC first, but Ripple and the parties involved have countered the claims of the SEC and said it's biased, and basically that the SEC is holding XRP to a different standard and they didn't hold Ethereum, for example, to the same standard. Now this lawsuit's been going on for over a year now, and it severely affected the price of XRP. One of the big problems with the XRP price is that when this lawsuit got announced, some of the exchanges in the States, in particular Coinbase, delisted XRP, so you can't buy and trade XRP on Coinbase currently, which is a massive customer base, especially in the United States, and obviously that's driving the price down at the moment. Now the main factor in this case is what is the definition of a security and why it's been applied to XRP but it's not been applied to other cryptocurrencies. The particular one's Ethereum, because there's a lot of similarities. Now what happens in most cases with the SEC, because they are the governing body of the financial institutions in the States, is most people settle, most people give in, settle, pay whatever fine they have to pay and then move on and continue with business as normal. But Ripple have fought against this. Now, if you don't know anything about Ripple Labs, they're extremely wealthy, very popular in Asia. There's places in United Arab Emirates that are using them right now. So they are fighting the case back, and they feel very confident that they are going to win this case. One of the key issues in this trial is that Ripple Labs weren't given any notice that this trial was coming. So XRP began selling in 2013 and the lawsuit was only submitted in 2020. So Ripple Labs contend that, if they had been known sooner, they could have stopped earlier. One of the other reasons Ripple are contesting this case, I believe, is that Jay Clayton, who used to be the head of the SEC, filed this lawsuit at the end of his tenure as chairman. He then joined an asset management company looking after Ethereum and Bitcoin, and they were described as not securities, and hence their price has rose dramatically over the period. He now works for another cryptocurrency firm, and his job is basically teaching them and showing them how to avoid the regulations that he created while in office. So there is definitely something fishy to do with Ripple and why it's being targeted. But Gary Gensler, the current SEC chairman, is keeping that going. So, Ripple Labs are pretty confident that they're going to show some conspiracy theories here. And once this is all solved, the price of XRP will moon overnight. One of the reasons this case is getting so much scrutiny and so much focus from around the world is cryptocurrencies are still described as the Wild West. Well, that won't be the case if the judge rules in favour of the SEC and creates some framework for regulations going forward. Now, if Ripple Labs wins, then obviously that regulation is going to be a lot lighter. But the judge in this case is very aware that she could set precedent for lawsuits to come, and the SEC in controlling cryptocurrencies. But this only applies to the States. It's only the SEC in the States that's got control over this right now. XRP has been adopted in Asia. I think it's working with some governments in Europe to create their own digital currency. So Ripple Labs is still outperforming across the world. It's just in the States where it is being targeted right now by this lawsuit. The interesting thing for me is that the SEC's mandate in the States is to protect investors. Well, if that was true, then how is it protecting XRP investors? Because there's thousands upon thousands of XRP investors that bought the coin and have suffered as a result of this lawsuit and the length of this lawsuit. It's going back and forward. We are expecting updates next week. The 14th of January is a key date in the case. But with the price, you never know if it's going to be a buy the rumour, sell the news type event, and I wouldn't hedge your bets that the case is coming to an end anytime soon. One thing I would say is once this ends, the price of XRP will fly. XRP rose this year to a peak of $1.97, which is still way down on its all-time high, but $1.97 was massive given that it had delisting of exchanges and this lawsuit going on in the background. That we've bounced off the 20-day moving average a couple of times. This week again we've done that. We're interested to see what happens with the weekly close this evening, and hopefully we can put an end to this downtrend that we've been in basically since April. You can see in April we peaked at 197 up here, which given everything that's going on in the lawsuit was actually a really high target. End of year targets, I bought the coin way down in here between 20 and 30 cents, so I'd be hoping for between $4 and $5. There is some mad predictions of $57 on Twitter. I wouldn't get too carried away with any of them. I think peak, if I was really being hopeful, I'd say about $8 to $10 would be my goal. But as always, dollar cost average in, take profits on the way up. So I'll be taking profits at 2, 4, 5, 6, and then I'll leave some in to see if we run to $10. And then I imagine XRP's got a massive future. Okay, well that's our video on XRP. Tried to cover as much as can, but as you can imagine, the SEC case is massive, and I'm not a lawyer. But if you follow John Deaton on Twitter, and if you follow the topic XRP, you'll get regular updates. Follow at Scotsman Crypto on Twitter. We'll be posting updates on XRP, especially next week as the trial comes to a key date. But thanks again for watching. Tune in next week. We're going to cover staking, Binance Coin, and looking at some trading tips. So if you're interested in any of that, please like, subscribe, and follow us on Twitter. Thanks again.